So 9/11 happens. There's still no game time action.
Nope.
The next course of action for you is
Well,
what?
we didn't know. We didn't know. We knew Al Qaeda was in Afghanistan and Sudan, and so we didn't know because I just cleaned my gear. Are we going to Sudan right now? What do we got? What do you need from us? Because no one knew what's going on. Because there was obviously the Pentagon got hit. Then there was the anthrax scares. So we don't know what's happening. We don't know if they're sleeper cells. They ended up sending us back to Virginia Beach. We went home. Like I didn't fight for a while. They had people in place to go. So like the first guys, they found out about the Taliban and Bin Laden was there, and they told the Taliban, we're going to give them to us. And they said no, and then okay, now we're going to invade Afghanistan. And we did that. And there's all kinds of shit behind invasions. Like there's different ways to handle shit, but a lot of people make a lot of money invading countries. Iraq, for example. But the first guys going were Army guys, CIA guys, and they went on horses. And they tried to get Bin Laden. They found him in Tora Bora with some of the mountain complexes to the point where they had him. And Bin Laden was actually, I wasn't there, but they were saying that Bin Laden was actually apologizing to his guys over the radio, like, sorry, I got you into this. Like, they got us. And then we let him go because we decided to negotiate or some shit. I wasn't there. That's what they got. They had the Delta Force had him, I think, and some of the locals in Tora Bora. And then we just kept the fight up. And I always thought that the fight was going to be get Al Qaeda out and then kill Bin Laden, and that's what I thought should have been done.
Okay, so he goes, and then y'all go.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Well, we didn't know because now that 9/11 happened, that's an excuse for us to do anything, and I'm convinced that like Iraq. I guarantee you they were making plans to invade Iraq 2 months after 9/11 because George Bush wanted to invade Iraq because of what Saddam Hussein was saying about his father. And we went to Iraq for fucking nothing. Not for nothing, but we didn't need to go to Iraq. And we took our eye off of Afghanistan. And then Al Qaeda figured out it was easier to kill Americans in Iraq than it was in Afghanistan. So we turned, I found Iraq. I did 2 tours in Iraq.
How does Iraq make so much money in war?
Well, Iraq doesn't, we do. Because, even with the debauched withdrawal in Afghanistan, we left all that shit there. There's a reason we did that, because now someone's cutting a contract to these contracts. Oh, we got to make more now. We need more helicopters and tanks and shit. We need more missiles because we left them all. So make them. And so someone's signing the fucking dotted line. Hey, look at me, I'm rich, and I'm on Capitol Hill. I don't give a fuck about the troops. That's the truth.
Yeah, but I wouldn't feel good about that if I was a troop.
No, we don't. Everyone I know doesn't. But people that have never been to war but make a shit ton of money off it, like Dick Cheney, they don't give a fuck. I was just saying the other night, Dick Cheney and I, we sort of don't have something in common where I went to war and he was a draft dodger, but we both shot someone in the face, which is a joke.
You got a lot of good bar.
Thank you.
You got a lot of good little bar jokes.
Today. I'm thinking of this.
You're on a roll. We make money off of war.
Yeah, someone does.
There we go.
Someone makes money. Someone makes money
off of war.
A lot of decisions are made based on the money they can make and the personal power they can hold. And it's a lot,
Who's on that board?
Well, the end is the lawmakers, so people in Congress, congressmen and senators, we got to figure they need to get reelected because everyone in Congress and in the White House wants another term. That's what they want. They love the power. You got to figure, if you look at it, you shouldn't go in to Congress on a really meager salary and end up being worth 8 figures, which pretty much all of them do. So there's money in everything. So in order to help them get reelected, there's lobbyists out there and they're the same names, whether you're pharmaceutical or military or whatever, same names. And they're paying money to get people up there to push the stuff, to get the funding, and it's all the taxpayer paying for it.
Well, why do we need money so bad?
We don't need money. We don't get any money. They're taking it. That's why there's the debt and the deficit, because there's so much the taxpayer money is going to that. Like Washington D.C.'s got some of the richest counties in the world right there, except they don't make anything. It's just the money's there. I was just down there. Look at the boats and the condos in the water. They're not producing iPhones down there. But they, so there's money. There's always something. There's always a war. We're always pushing people somewhere because someone needs that. Where do the generals go when they're done being general? They go work at one of the big contractors. They're on the board somewhere. I've met great admirals, great generals.
Not to interrupt you. This is my issue this is just not my issue because I'm not a SEAL, but that would be my issue with becoming a SEAL or becoming anything.
Yeah, now it would. I didn't know that. I was, once I joined, I thought those are definitely the bad guys, and then apple pie and American flag. We're always doing the right thing. That's what I thought. I'm smarter than that now.
So you guys are just like the musicians. It's like we learn about music and then we learn that
Yes, exactly.
we're getting fucked and we got to find another way.
I knew what you were going to say. Yeah, exactly.
But you guys do it with like artillery.
Oh yeah, yeah. Well, I mean, I think about some of my friends that were killed, and then I don't want to bring it up to other people. Like, okay, who were they going after on that target? Oh, I don't know. Well, yeah, you don't know because he wasn't important. And it's a shame that people die because they got bored. We Extortion 17 is a helicopter that got shot down August 6th, 2011, a couple months after the Bin Laden raid, and we lost 31 Americans. I knew a bunch of those guys on that helicopter. Some of the best people I've ever met in my life that died because some dude on the ground hit him with an RPG. The helicopter gets shot down. Everyone dies. And it was going after, at the time, yeah, we got to go after this guy because he's a sub-commander of this part of the Tangi Valley, Afghanistan.
Got it.
And then they're dead. And that dude's dead for what?